It is time for the big race. The final race of Cast of 7 Godsends. There was some new tech. I don't know anything about that. Let me get my title back on there. It's missing. There it is. Okay. So we're heading over to, we have 5 players tonight. Let me see who they are here. I got their names. We have Gaffadil. Fiona? We have 5, so we're gonna have to jump over to the other screen there once in a while. Moonberry, Genergy, and Eric's 33. That's our players tonight.
Yep, we got a lot of our usual crew here. Hopefully people keep coming out for these races, and I think once we switch back to wow,
Eric's is big box. Yeah, the advantage of being the final player, you get stuck by themselves and won't be on screen much, but they'll be large.
I think hopefully the numbers will go back up once we switch back over to some console games that can be emulated.
Yeah. This is the final week, and then we're playing a new game next week. Yeah, I'm
give them the countdown.
Go ahead whenever you're ready. I'll be grabbing audio from Gaffadil probably. Who's got audio? Moonberry often does.
Yeah, you can check with them. I don't think Moonberry streams with Mike.
Okay.
All right.
I'm all set. Clock's on. So there's some new tech that I don't know about. I have no idea what it is. I just saw that the time is like 3 minutes faster. We're at like 6 minutes now. 6 minutes and 20 seconds is overall on the world record at this point, right? So, yeah. What happened?
The big thing that I think changed is that they discovered that there are certain things in the game that are not tied to frame rate, and so if you like tab out of the game, some parts of the game can actually run quite a bit faster. So I think the big thing that changed that I've seen so far is that you can use that to basically skip the dragon auto-scroller. Previously they were just doing like a super jump to fly over the whole auto-scroller, but now they found out that if you just tab out of the game, the dragon flies extremely fast and just gets to where it's going.
Neat. So we're getting audio from Moonberry right now. Just check on Eric's.
I will point out it's possible that not everyone is using it, but most of our racers here are playing with a small mod that I gave them the okay to use for tonight, just for racing purposes, and it's a mod that makes sure that the weapon that drops is the hammer, since that weapon is the best one for what they're going to do. So it takes out some of the range.
Is that Moonberry's noise? No, I think Eric's is playing now. Out of nowhere. I'll fix that. Somebody's got the audio blaring. I gotta figure out which one it is. But anyway, yeah. So last week for this game, and there it is. It's Genergy. Got him.
Yeah, as of last week, the world record was in the 8-minute range, if I'm not mistaken. It has come down even further due to continued improvements. Everyone's putting a lot of work into this game. I think you might need to recrop Moonberry too.
Yeah.
Everyone's been putting a lot of work into this game. Surprisingly, I kind of expected this would be one of those ones that would be more focused on grinding out attempts, but everyone just keeps doing research and keeps uncovering more and more ways that that this game has exploits.
I can promise you this, folks. Next week I will have widescreen layouts, and I'll just grab the whole thing off of people's Twitch. I'll definitely get that going. We have room for that.
This so next week is my game pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a game for this. I think we need to head back to console so more people can feel encouraged to participate. This was a really good game. I was honestly a little bit suspicious about whether or not a PC game that costs money may not run the same on everyone's machines. I was suspicious about whether or not this was going to work out well, and people really seemed to get into this game. So I think this was actually a really good pick.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. This went really well. Anytime the dev stops by and says, "Yeah," that also helps me I get excited about it. Which absolutely happened here.
There's just a lot going on. I love that all of the stages that I found really obnoxious and difficult to play are the ones that mostly got skipped by all of these glitches. Not that there's really very many levels that aren't completely filled with glitches at this point, but...
So you teleport behind the boss. It looked like that skipped a cutscene. Did it?
It might have. It definitely played the cutscene a lot faster, at least.
I'm gonna watch Eric's. He's in the same place here.
Yeah, this is brand new tech. I mean, I only saw this coming out this morning on the Discord. I've been trying to keep up with it, but it feels like there's always something new.
Jeez. Yeah, I had a busy week, so I haven't been seeing every single thing that has happened, and I just looked today and I saw that there was something completely new that I hadn't even heard about. I don't know how old that skip is that you were talking about, but it certainly sped this up even more.
Yeah, so this game has come a long way. I mean, a lot of little things were added over time, but I mean, as people continue to do the research, more and more things keep being uncovered.
There's the dragon speed.
Yep. You can see on Fiona's screen the dragon moving very fast. I think they're looking, or at least some people on Discord were talking about benchmarking it to see whether or not it's tied to sort of computer performance, whether or not it's consistent across people's computers. At the very least, if it's not, then that may need to be sort of discussed, just because then it becomes a hardware arms race.
Yeah, that's a category change almost. It would feel like I would hate to ban it outright. It would just be its own thing.
Right.
We're just looking at the background sky on Eric's screen because there's nothing on. You just fly away.
You know, look how fast it all scrolls.
It's over so quickly.
Moonberry and Fiona both the first to head into the last level. With Moonberry with a fairly commanding lead at the moment. Kind of what you'd expect. Moonberry and Fiona have both been the ones to put in probably the most runs into this. Moonberry heading backwards to find that spot for the super jump.
Genogy's moving into the final stage too. That super jump rules. This game is
so
wild.
Moonberry actually just went all the way back in order to get power-ups again as well. I think Moonberry might have lost some power-ups along the way. Kind of curious with what the next step is.
Eric's also on the final stage over here on the big box. Jeez. All the players are wild at this game now. Like, this is so fast. It's been like 7 minutes and everyone's gonna finish here real soon.
Yep.
Fiona's almost done. We'll be done in a matter of seconds here.
Yeah, it's wild that Gaffadil is currently in last place and is entering the last level 7 minutes in.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the extent to which this game has improved over time.
Like, I'm never gonna remember that that's the ending. It gets me every time. For normal. Moonberry.
The 7.5 minute time. Moonberry's wrapping up as well.
So when you get this game done, I mean, any game really, when you get a speed run down to like 7 or 8 minutes, it's such a different run. It's way different than doing something for 90 minutes. It's such a commitment change.
Yeah.
I tried to.
And it really changes. It really changes the quality of the run too. I mean, you know, if you're doing a run that's an hour and a half long, and you make a small mistake, you just say, "That's fine. I have time to make it up later." I mean, a run that's under 10 minutes, you can't accept mistakes like that.
You could just do so many in one sitting too. A 90-minute commitment to a 7-minute run is just 20 runs versus one. I didn't expect a 8-minute time on this game though. That's for sure. You never know with these. I feel like with indie games, it's more likely than with the old and extremely tested ROMs from the 90s, the early 90s that we have picked. Even some of those. I mean, we've picked some pretty goofy ones though. To be fair, there's been some problems with Skulljagger, for example. I had some trouble, but we didn't
I think
find
one of the
anything
things
like
that's
this.
so funny to me about these races is that I think you and I both have an idea of about the length that we think would make for a good speed bump game, and we've really been striking out lately. Just every time we think that some game is going to take 20, 30 minutes, it turns into a 5-minute game. I think we severely underestimate the people who are participating.
Yeah. People are really dedicated to this. Looking forward to next week to see what happens. Eric's finished in about 9 minutes. I didn't see when they finished. They're at the title screen now, so 9 minutes at the most.
And with Gaffadil finishing right under 10 minutes at 9:40. We have Genergy finishing up now.
They're going to the last quarter of the final stage, which is a pretty long one if you don't skip it. We'll see if they know the skip or not. I know that this particular boss is one of the least popular. It's a long, nasty boss on a slope where you can't dodge anything, and I see this is where I saw Moonberry also just run back and get some power-ups because it seems like you're gonna get hit here a lot.
There's also a platform there that, or a slope there that they're using to do the super jump to skip the rest of the level. It's faster to go backwards like that than it is to, holy crap.
Yeah. I can see that. I love how much of a chump the final bosses are. Like, I figured this guy's supposed to be the boss, and then there's like a wizard behind him as a joke. I don't know if he was supposed to be a real fight. This guy always was the challenge.
Oh wow! Genergy just got the whirlwind glitch where the projectile never despawns, and if it doesn't despawn, then you can't shoot another one.
Oh my! So now they're going to have to do. They're going to give us a right and proper boss fight. Let's enlarge.
Yeah, I think Genergy is going to go ahead and take it on with without the whirlwind, which is ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest.
I mean, this is when the boss turns into a real fight. But we're on normal, and these players are really good, so don't expect too much trouble. You only, I mean, this isn't Ghouls and Ghosts. You get more than one hit on that armor, so you ain't that fragile. Those hammers just hit for a truckload. And that's it.
Honestly, that was impressive. Just clutching it out at the end there. No armor left. One hit away from death. 11:43.
Nice work, everybody. That was fast. I knew it would be. Less than 12 minutes for everyone to finish. 5 players all wrapped up. That's where we stand with Cast of 7 Godsends now. So 622 is the world record, I think, right? That's Fiona's.
Mm-hmm. And there's still more work to be done. I mean, that's fresh off the presses world record with new tech from today. So that is definitely not where it's going to settle. And as you can see, no single person has it unlocked. Fiona and Moonberry have both been trading it back and forth, but Gaffadil, Eric's, and Genergy have all been doing really well. And it's not too late for you to jump in.
Cast of the 7 minutes is a really good joke. Especially since the 7th armor is optional, so it's down to 6. It makes sense. You've made a joke that's lore friendly.
It fits.
I don't think we're getting below 6, but maybe. I don't know how much time there is to save. That run looked pretty good.
I've given up expecting anything in particular.
Getting below 6 would be crazy. Just a 5-minute run of this game. This game is, I mean, it took us like an hour. I figured it would be a 30-minute, 20-minute run. I saw the speed run for 28 minutes. I'm like, yeah, that's probably going to get beaten because it's got some deaths in it. And then it was garbage compared to what we're doing now. It wasn't even close. I mean, it was just one guy doing his best, but he didn't find any of this tech, so... I don't mean to insult that run. He did fine. I mean, he did better than I would. But it's not even the same ballpark. These tricks are just essential to running this game like this. Well, we will have a new game for you next week, so we'll talk about that. All the clues, yeah. We'll see what we got for you.
Speed bump.
Speed bump. If you want to get on Castle 7 Godsends, folks, last chance. And next week we'll have a new one for you. See you then.